And how do you say your last name, Pat?
Monnin, Monnin.
Perfect. I'm gonna turn the brightness up here. There we go. All right. So first of all, Pat, you had a post here in Spokane about a piece that's near and dear to your heart that's been taken. Tell me what happened.
Well, I've spent last year, or I don't even remember when I built it, but it's been over a year ago that I built it, and I'm just, I built it because, obviously the tree, I hated the tree, so I took the tree down, and I told my girlfriend that I was gonna build a gnome house. She thought I was crazy, but that's how that goes. But I, I built it, because I wanted to bring something special to our neighborhood, and I don't know, just to kind of, maybe get to talking to people, about in our neighborhood, and I built it for my granddaughter that was born last year, and our future grandkids when they, eventually get here, and so that's why I built it. It's for pure joy, and to add some beauty to my house, because it was not in the best of shape at some point, and so I was tired of picking up all the pine needles and the spruce needles and stuff like that, and pine cones.
Sure.
So, yeah. And then I did all that, and so with the help of my girlfriend, obviously.
So when did you start working on it? When did your gnome tree come to fruition?
It's actually been in the making for 13 years, because I kept telling my girlfriend, hey, someday I'm going to build a gnome house, and she just like, well, no, it's not going to happen. And so for probably the last 2 or 3 years, I was really on her about, hey, I think we should take this tree down because the root system, it's exposed, and with all the high winds we've had recently, I'm like, it's either we take the tree down or we have the tree go through our house. And so we found a tree service that was cheap enough that we could afford, and next thing you know, the tree came down, and we were happy, and as you can tell, my concrete out front was taking some abuse because of the root system, and so it was like, well, we can either remove the tree, or we're going to replace concrete and possibly a blown over tree someday. And so
before I ask my next question, so I'm losing you.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're okay. I'm losing you. Just make sure you're still on the camera there, so I can see you. Perfect. For those who may not may have seen your gnome tree before, kind of describe to me what it is, what you have there.
Well, I had a vision of what I wanted, so I didn't have any plans on how to build it. I just had a vision. It's still not 100% complete, but I decided, you know what, I'm just going to wing it, and for just winging it, I think I did a pretty good job. I have people that walk by, and they give me all kinds of compliments, and it's a conversation starter. All my neighbors love it. People down the street from me, they love it. And so I also joined the I Love Spokane website. And the very first time that I knew about that website was somebody had posted, and I believe his name was Mike. He posted out. He said he walks by every day, and so he posted about it, and that's what made me liked the website. So that's what I did,
and it looks like it's a mixture of, you've got mushrooms, you've got gnomes, and a little house there. I mean, I'm sure it's taken a while to put all those pieces together.
It has. We add stuff to it all the time, and unfortunately, now all that stuff is gone. So it's we went. Oh jeez. we went to Moses Lake, and picked up some mushrooms there, and then then my girlfriend ordered some mushrooms from a lady from Montana. So we added those. We've went to any time that I see a gnome in a store, I go, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that. So then I do, and then my girlfriend's
can you say that? Can you say that one more time? It broke up right as you said that. Every time you see a gnome.
Every time we see a gnome in a store, I either have to get it or, oh, that would be cool. I can, and my girlfriend, she just kind of rolls her eyes and like, oh my goodness. But here recently, she's been getting pretty crazy with the whole gnome stuff too. And every time she goes out shopping or something, she'll send me a picture, or she'll come home with it, and she's pretty excited about it too. So, she likes just shopping for it too, as much as I do.
It's become a team effort now, huh?
Yes, it has.
So Pat, reason we're talking today is you found out just within the last 2 days or so, one of your mushrooms and your gnomes have now gone missing. They're not there anymore. Can you talk to me about that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have. We have a Ring doorbell. It obviously didn't capture that, whoever took it, which is frustrating. But we, I don't know. I'm very heartbroken over it, because we obviously do this for our granddaughter and a little boy that lives with us. They get excitement out of it. We like taking pictures of it. And so, it just brings great joy to us as a family, and, for people that walk by and they want to take a picture with it. I mean, that's what I did it for. I did it for the community, to bring some joy with everything that's gone on in the last year and a half, 2 years. Everybody's been confined to their homes, and so when people are out walking and walking their dogs and their families and their kids, they see it, they get excited. Oh, look, Mom, there's a gnome house. Oh, let me take a picture of it. So it's.
Can you tell me, and I'm starting to lose the top of your head there again, if you might.
Oh, sorry.
Can you tell me, as far as as far as inventory goes, what all was taken from you?
Well, we had a large mushroom, red with white polka dots, and a white base. It was fairly large, pretty heavy. We had 5 little mushrooms that I had lining up to the front door of my gnome house that was taking. We had 4 or 5 little gnomes. One was fishing. The other was a mother or a grandpa, a grandma, and I think just another, like a dad, a gnome. It's just really hard to remember, because I'm still pretty upset about it. But I know there's some other things that are missing. I'm just it's bare now. It's all gone. It's all gone, and so it's super frustrating.
How many, I wonder if you ever kept track in total, how many gnomes would you say you've collected over the years?
Um, well, I know for sure we had like 5 or 6 for sure. Um, I didn't really go crazy on getting a lot of gnomes because um, I had a fear of this might happen, but
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what, I got to take that chance, and obviously, you know, I was probably gullible and thinking that that it wouldn't happen, but
But you shouldn't think it would happen. I mean, it's a sweet, like you mentioned, it brings joy to the community, and for something like
yeah,
this to happen, it's terrible.
yeah, yeah, it is, and I don't like thinking like that, but right now I'm a little upset, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's super annoying, you know, and
So,
and I do get I do get joy out of talking to people when I'm outside, weeding or something like that, and they happen to just see me, and they stop and talk to me, so it is nice to get that. So
so you told me earlier that you have reported the theft to Crime Check, but we're doing this story with you here today to help maybe get the word out, to help people keep their eyes peeled for your missing gnomes and large mushroom. Uh, what would you like to say? I guess what would your message be to people looking for it?
um, feel free to contact me if you do see it, so we can possibly get it back. You know, I no questions asked. I just want it back. And for those people that took it, shame on you. Um, I no hard feelings. As much as I want to be mad at them, but it is what it is. All I want is my stuff back, so I can continue making memories with my family, and and my granddaughter, and the little boy that stays with us, Amari. Um, you know, that's pretty much all I want.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh gosh, again, I'm so sorry, Pat, that this has happened, and I'm really hoping that maybe the community can help in some way. Is there anything else that you'd like to add? I think that it hits it all for me. But you mentioned you put your I was hoping maybe you could reiterate you put your blood, sweat, and tears and your whole heart into putting this gnome tree together. It's really become a part of you.
Yeah, I did put a lot of I've smashed my fingers a couple times. I've bled a little bit on it. Um, you know, I've fallen off a ladder a time or two. Missing a step, climbing up, climbing down. But at the end of the day, all that didn't matter because I got what I wanted. I got a gnome tree, so that's what I wanted. Even though I drove my girlfriend crazy for a little while there, but yeah. It brings a smile to my face knowing that I can look at it every day and say that I did that. So.
Yeah. And just for background purposes, so you'd say maybe in the last year or so you started working on this project.
Yeah, it was last spring when I started. Because we had it taken down, the tree taken down, and I literally had it built within a week. And then I've just been adding little things like my little windows. I found a piece of wood while I was out doing my job, and I found a piece of wood, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll take that home and make a door out of it. And so, I've just been adding little things here and there. I still gotta add a chimney. Still trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that, but I got nothing but time to work on it.
Sounds like a quarantine project, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. You did mention this. I did want to make sure to talk a little more in depth that you do have a Ring camera, but you have it positioned, or it's not positioned in a way that your mushrooms would have been in view, or the gnomes would have been in view of the Ring camera, right?
Yeah, the where my big mushroom was, whoever took that, my Ring camera should have picked that up, but it didn't. I don't, I do have another Ring camera that I'm going to install this weekend. Just because, I just want people to leave my stuff alone. Yeah. I work hard for everything that I got, and my girlfriend works hard for everything she's got. We just want to be left alone. When we buy our stuff, leave it alone.
Well, I think that was well said. Is there anything else that you wanted to add? I think that hits it on the head for me, Pat.
Yeah, I just, people just need to respect other people's stuff. Plain and simple. In my job, I see people's property every day. And you know what? It's I like looking at it. But I respect all their stuff, and I just want somebody to respect me and my stuff.
Let me turn my camera back on here. There we go.
All right.
Thank you so much for talking to me. I'm really hoping that I can help and get the word out for you. I didn't know if you saw my text. I'm wondering if you have some raw photos of the display before things were taken that you could text me, or maybe your girlfriend might have some photos. I saw there were some in the post on Facebook. There were a couple of them. I don't know if we have permission to use those at all. Or...
Well, the only ones that I don't want on there is pictures of my granddaughter.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But
if we blur her face or something like that, or cut her out, kind of thing.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
But as far as any other pictures, I think there's some pictures of my little gnomes, and there's you'll see in the background on the one picture. It's got my big mushroom that's up against my wall of my house.
Okay. Is that on your Facebook page I can grab it from?
I think so, but if not, I will text you that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
But yeah, other than that.
If we see anything, we're okay to use it. Just no grandkids in it. I get that.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
Alrighty.
So we'll do this for tonight. I'm not sure which show, but I can text you. But I know when you get a quick second, if you could send any photos that we can use. I'm sending this off to my photographer to put together. So sooner the better, so he has time to make it all look good.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks so much, Pat. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.